What is the difference between the tropical zodiac and the sidereal zodiac? The main thing that you need to understand is that these are two different methods of calculating where the zodiac is. In the tropical zodiac, we say that 0 degrees of Aries starts on the vernal equinox. This is where the sun first crosses into Aries, beginning, quote unquote, Aries season. Versus in the sidereal zodiac, we are fixing 0 degrees of Aries to a specific star in the sky. Therefore, the sun has to pass this specific star before we say that Aries season begins. So, at some point in time, many, many years ago, both of these systems calculated the same result. However, due to this phenomenon called the precession of the equinoxes, where the Earth slowly tilts more and more and more each year, these systems have slowly started to diverge, and they currently sit at a 23-degree difference. Which means that when you're looking at your tropical and sidereal chart, there's an 80-ish% chance that the signs that your planets are in are going to change. So, say you are a tropical Leo, and you are also a sidereal Leo, because you fit into this slight overlap. How you interpret tropical Leo and sidereal Leo are going to be different. And now say you are a tropical Leo, but you're a sidereal Cancer. Again, these are two different things, and they're going to be interpreted differently. So, the main question that I get as a sidereal astrologer is one of these systems better than the other? And to be honest, no. Both of these systems are going to offer you different perspectives, and both of these perspectives are valuable. Think of it this way, okay? Tropical is kind of like driving an automatic, and sidereal is kind of like driving a stick shift. These are two different ways of driving a car, but they're both cars, and they're both going to take you where you need to go. It's really a matter of preference. Do you prefer to drive an automatic, or do you prefer to drive a stick shift? Another question I often get asked is, why did I choose to become a sidereal astrologer when I live in the United States, where tropical astrology is the dominant system being used? And the short answer is that I prefer to drive a stick shift. And the long answer is that when I first started studying astrology, I used the tropical zodiac. And for the longest time, I really enjoyed this. I love tropical astrology and I love tropical astrologers, but there's something about my tropical chart, mine, that just did not quite fit or make sense to me, and this is my 9th house Taurus moon. Now, the 9th house makes sense because it's all about astrology, oracles, divination, and obviously I really love these things and have made that my job. However, the tropical descriptions of Taurus did not fit me in the way that I experienced and expressed my emotions. So fast forward a couple years later, I met some sidereal astrologers who encouraged me to look at my sidereal chart, where I have the 8th house moon in Aries. And the thing about sidereal Aries is they feel their emotions very viscerally, very sharp. They feel how they feel, it is what it is, and they're ready to just move on. And that describes me, and it describes the way I feel my emotions and the way that I express them. And even the 8th house really speaks to my life experiences and the way that I've grown up in a way that is just undeniable. So the more I explored my sidereal charts, the more I had more aha moments, the more I felt seen, the more I felt understood, the more I felt like my perspective in life was being validated, and the choice was obvious for me. I prefer the sidereal zodiac. I'm not ripping on tropical. I love tropical astrology and I love tropical astrologers, but at the end of the day, this is who I am. This is what I love. And that's it.